today.
From Acrisure Stadium in Pittsburgh,
It's week 4 of the NFL on EA Sports. It's the Pittsburgh Steelers taking on the Houston Texans.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Acrisure Stadium on the north shore of the Steel City, Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. Today, it's week 4, and we've got what should be a great one here between the Houston Texans and the Pittsburgh Steelers. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, we look at this Steeler ball club entering play. They come in feeling good after back-to-back victories.
And the way they played last week defensively, you look at the tape, it looks like they had extra guys on the field, and they thoroughly shut down that offense.
Meanwhile, for our visitors, the Texans, they've got to be pleased with the start to this season. Obviously, a perfect 3-0.
3 good quality wins, too. It's got people in the locker room excited. They're thinking that this could be their year.
Austin elects to bring this out of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. So out come the Steelers now for their first drive. And they will be led out by their 6'3" quarterback.
And when you watch Kenny Pickett play, you see a young man who got better every season in college.
They'll keep it on the ground. Harris again. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 30. Now Pickett will look to pass it. Pass complete. George Pickens with it. And they'll get him down. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Meanwhile, Pickett's throw complete to Freiermuth. And he's getting line. From the 40 now on 2nd down. Pickett over the middle into traffic, and that's complete. 1st down as the stop's made at the Texans' 28. Harris running straight ahead. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Another nice game. Last 2 plays. A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door. 1st and goal. Pickett now from the gun here. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Texans scoop it. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. 10, 5, and they will bring this one back. A fumble return for a Texans touchdown. Huge play by the defense, not only to force the fumble, obviously, but to return it for a touchdown.
And I know it's no fun for anyone who plays offense, but isn't it fun to see how a defense rallies when there's a fumble return and everyone tries to find someone to block and bring it all the way home?
I always like their celebrations because they don't get there that. On 1st and 10, it's Pickett. Over the middle, it's complete. And he'll be tackled right. 5 good for 15 and a 1st down. Pickett now on 1st down. Got an open man, it's Pickens. And they're going to get this to about 5. Trying to pick it up on the ground with Harris. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 20 on the pickup of 11 yards. They'll run again with Harris. A strong broken tackle on that one. I have the 15. On second down, this is Harris. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line.
Into this game, Stan, it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. His second rushing touchdown on the year and third overall. And the Steelers are within an extra point of tying up this ball game.
That almost looked too easy, and I think thanks goes to the offensive line for making it look easy.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one. I'm not sure how much everyone understands.
This fielded right at the goal line. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. So out come the Texans for their opening drive. And they will be led out by a guy certainly still trying to prove himself here in the league, the young rookie quarterback.
I like this guy, and the reason I do, the face of the quarterback the entire game, ended up getting 4 sacks total and made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield. Also made it hard for him to escape the pocket and run.
And he's taken down but able to slip. On second down, here's Penny. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. First and 10, it's Pierce. And he can only manage to get a couple. Second and 8 coming up. The numbers on the ground for Pierce last week. 20.
Especially the little guys like we're watching here are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs as we just saw there.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. T.J. Watt causing the disruption. He gets the sack.
You know, on these types of plays, we're always looking to assess blame. Okay, where did it break down? Sometimes it's just a great play.
First and 10, here's Pickett. Throwing right, and that's complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Third and 2, Pickett. He's got his tight end Freiermuth over the middle. And he threw that into coverage. It was nearly intercepted. Pickett throwing again on second down. He finds Pickens over the middle. And the tackle going to be made to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. Pickett, he's going to throw it again. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he's going to be yard line. They'll look to make it 3 for 3 on third down conversions. They need a yard here. They hand this off to Harris. And he'll have the first down, get a pickup of 6 as he gets halfway to the goal line. Pickett on 3rd and 1. Got his man, it's caught for a Steelers touchdown. Pat Freiermuth, his first touchdown on the year. And the Steelers have taken the lead. Well, Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, 2nd year in the NFL. And I don't know if last year as a rookie, if he would have worked through his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass.
I think you're right about that. We're seeing him run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up.
Pressure comes, and the Steelers take him down. Alex Highsmith making the nice play and getting the sack. Backed up even further for 3rd and long. Looking to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he will slide down with a good gain. An incredible play there. They'll try and throw for it here. And it's going to be batted down. It will go the other way. Back to throw, Pickett. He gets it complete to Harris. And they'll adopt at the 28. They run with Harris. And they'll be inside right at the 15. And this offense on third down today, no problems to this point. A perfect 5 for 5. This time they face a 3rd and 2. And he takes it down to the 13 and 7. He's dropped there. This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4. Working out of the gun, it's Pickett. And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17. Josh Allen drops him for a loss of 10, and it's going to be 4th and long.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
So Pickett is off to the sideline, and Chris Boswell is on for the Steeler field goal try. This will be a 34-yard attempt. Boswell's kick is good. And they will move by
field, go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football, and it's picked up by the Steelers. So they've got the football, and they'll start right on the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. A little careless with the football, and he also had a fumble loss last week, didn't he?
He certainly did, and when I'm watching him play, the one thing that comes to mind is always remember, traffic, turbulence, people around you, 2 hands. Get 2 hands on the ball. Grip it tight. I know it looks cool to have it in one hand. Put it away.
Following the fumble recovery, Pickett. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. That's a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. 3rd down. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. And this jury saw the free safety that time. But lucky, incomplete. That'll bring up 4th down. Boswell's kick is good, and that will open the lead out. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And this is caught. First catch for Keenan Allen. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before getting off on the right foot. 18 yards. That catch is number 819 of his career. It ties him with Hall of Famer Steve Largent,
who did things largely below the radar. Not this guy. 819 catches, that speaks loudly in volumes.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. This is caught. It's Cooks. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Now the Texans will burn the
through it and show him what he's made of.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now back to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Comes on. From the right hash, it's a 35-yard attempt. Fairbairn able to put this one through. And that was the clock will run. They'll keep it on the ground again here. And he's going to be taken down here as that will lead us to the end of the first half of play. So we reach halftime here in the Steel City with the Steelers on top. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. A lot to get to here as we say goodbye to September and take a look around the NFL here on this first day of October. We'll begin our tour of the trip up to Toronto, Canada. And this is a 4-point game as they've gone to the locker rooms for halftime. 2 touchdown passes there for Russell Wilson. From there, let's get to Philadelphia as we check on the Eagles at home at Lincoln Financial Field. And they have the lead over the visiting New York Jets. Jalen Hurts has thrown a touchdown pass. Finally, let's get you to Baltimore and check on the Ravens at home at M&T Bank Stadium. And they have the lead in that one over the visiting New England Patriots. A touchdown run for Gus Edwards. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been a back-and-forth first half. Who can put it together in the second half? For the answer, we turn it back over to our broadcast team of Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
We're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
Back to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
Makes it 3rd and 8.
Pickett back to throw. And that nearly the pick.
That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
They'll get this into the hands of Nico Collins.
So the completion gets him just a yard.
A very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Of 6. A couple extra tight ends in the formation here as they line up 3rd and 2. Harris running straight ahead. And he gets the first down.
They have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. George Pickens, his first rushing touchdown on the year.
And his guy's now an extra point away from taking a 3-score lead.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical. That's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for.
So they didn't lose anything, but you're exactly right. Nowhere to go.
They'll look to throw. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first.
There was a lot that went into why they made him their first-round pick this year, and part of it was what they saw in college, his playmaking ability when things break down. As soon as he saw he wasn't getting a lane to throw, he pivoted and found an alternate way to the...
And this is, oh my goodness, he pulled it in one-handed. A huge play there for Houston. 43 yards.
There's the arm strength that we saw in college and during the scouting process, and really, it's not just the arm strength there, but the placement as well. To me, that was an excellent combination of arm talent and accuracy.
The big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Pierce now up the middle. Oh, and fine work there as he gets this thing down to the 11-yard line. The deficit on a failure on their part to really get this ground game established.
Yeah, and they've really struggled to be multidimensional in this one, haven't they, partner? Because they have to be extremely one-dimensional now if they hope to get back into this game.
Touchdown, Texans! Nico Collins.
A 7-yard touchdown grab.
And the Texans are able to cut into that deficit.
All drives that result in points hurt a defense, but when they are the sustained variety, play after play.
Up what looks to be a 3rd and inches, can't be more than a half a foot.
Trying to pick it up on the ground with Harris. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35. From the 39, Pickett, open man, that's the tight end Freiermuth. Pickett to his tight end Freiermuth for the Steeler first.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play, so we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close.
This is the National Football League on EA Sports. From the 47, it's 2nd and 5. They'll throw again with Pickett.
And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need.
Texans are right back in this football game.
CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting.
The offense on third down, just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 10.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. He finds his target, Allen. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. That gain on 3rd down, good for 28. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. To the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And he will slide to a stop. He does. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Being chased out left. And he slides to a halt inside the 10. A nifty bit of scrambling.
Involved in run support.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
They'll run for it with Pierce.
And he's in for the score. Touchdown, Texans.
Damian Pierce.
His 3rd touchdown now on the year.
And the Texans have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th.
Able to punch it in on 3rd down makes it easier for those guys on the sideline. They didn't have a 4th down decision to make.
Yeah, could you feel the exhale? Because they were already thinking ahead, as all the good coaching staffs do. Anticipating, will we have make the
1st down? On 2nd down, this is Harris. They'll get 3 as the drive can.
You look at him and you say, that looks like a guy who knows the coach is going to say, guess what? You drop this one, you'll be carrying around the training facility for an entire week.
Maybe flashback to high school or college, carrying it around campus, right?
The old gauntlet drill, right? Anyone get the ball out while he's sitting in class and bring it back to the coach? He's in big trouble.
Out of the 45.
On the delay, here's Harris. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39.
There's another carry for Harris. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. Third down. Operating from the gun. Pickett completes this one to Pickens.
And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at 4.
Houston set to take over. And you sense the tide turning. They scored, then their defense forced the punt, and now a chance to ultimately.
And she'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Now here's a throw that's complete. He'll be dropped after a gain of the Texans on 3rd down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. Pierce will try to pick it up. And he's got the first before.
They'll set up a throw.
Finds his man. It's John Mechie.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. Buying time to his left. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able.
He can do on the ground because they're just continuing to give him chances to run it, and he's earning every additional carry by putting up positive yardage on each run.
Oh, what a catch by Smith
out there in the dime, and because of that, really not many places to throw the football, if any.
And typically, what would you want to do against that dime?
Run the football.
You want to run the ball, but you can't do it in this situation. Not nearly enough time on the clock. You have to really navigate against a tough defense presented against you.
Team forthcoming. Made his first. This now from 42 yards out. The kick by Fairbairn is good. And with a little more than a minute to go, we are all tied.
looking to throw here. Pickett.
Wide open. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And the Texans scoop it. And he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line. A lot of talk this week about ball security. In fact, they added an extra period in practice to be more secure with the ball. It didn't work out there.
Well, sometimes you just get overexcited during the game. You may all of a sudden make your catch, see some open field, and decide you're going for it, and not realizing the danger lurks.
Look at this just to make sure. Now the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose, and is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of the football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. Got an open man, it's Pickens. He'll get it inside the 20.
And that's a touchdown as they've broken our tie here in the final minute of the fourth.
Well, any thoughts about overtime have ended at this juncture. That touchdown puts them up 6. I would imagine they'll kick the extra point now and rely on their defense.
Yeah, critical knockdown there. If they can hang on, I guess the end will kind of justify the means.
Certainly, and just think of it this way. It may not be the quantity of the plays that they've had, because those haven't been great, but they get a few more quality ones like that. That can finish things off for them.
Now the Texans will use one. They face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. One final shot. They'll look to throw.
Oh, that's Smith. A nice catch.
And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 31-yard line.
What a game we were treated to in this one. And on that final play, they had a chance. They had the ball just beyond midfield for one final shot, but couldn't get it done, and they suffer the loss.
Yeah, and you mentioned how they had a chance on that final play, and getting it to midfield gave them that opportunity, hoping they could find their way to the end zone and make that miracle happen. A really good ending to an entertaining contest, though.
So for the Steelers, they're on a nice early roll as they move to 3-1 with a win here. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Cincinnati Bengals. Meanwhile, for Houston, they're going to